Avengers roster seems to be ever expanding after Infinity War, including a plethora of diverse heroes from Doctor Strange to Black Panther to even Spider-Man. And Quicksilver is anything but involved in all of that. He wasn't really used at all in Age of Ultron, the one film he was in the MCU, which is an achievement in and of itself, given that he had almost 30 minutes of screen time. They had to put in some effort to not give him anything substantial to do. He didn't really have a standout scene as opposed to the other Quicksilver. A lot of people kinda forgot about him now, since the faster one is still alive. And at first, I honestly didn't feel the same way. I thought that, in the bigger picture, it'd have a huge impact on Scarlet Witch as a character, or maybe even the other Avengers in future movies. Like, I thought that idea was game after the first Civil War trailer came out. I thought they were laying something on the groundwork for the future. Not that kind of laying on the groundwork, Marvel, damn it! They briefly showed you the Sokovia Accords for the first time. That thing that made Iron Man and Captain America angry at each other. And it also showed Scarlet Witch turning away from the screen when it showed Sokovia being torn apart. Now, you'd think from this scene alone, what this would imply was that Wanda and her brother were both from Sokovia, they fought there together just the year before, and she ultimately lost him there, so that's why she looks so shaken up just by looking at the screen. But nah, it was just re-edited for marketing purposes. And he wasn't even referenced to in Infinity War, like, at all. So why haven't they addressed him? Why is it as if everyone is acting like he's never even existed? Well, it's never been flat out stated by Marvel, but it's more or less them trying to stray away from that character because there's another version of him over with the X-Men. It makes total sense from their point of view. They don't want to confuse the general audience with two Quicksilvers. Can't act like someone died if you act like they were never even alive. But I want to go a little further and point out as to why this is a bad idea. By avoiding the acknowledgement of what happened to him in Age of Ultron, it kinda shows that he wasn't worth They could have shown growth in Wanda's character and how significant he was in her life, but no, they opted for that other route where it's just Marvel going,
yeah, he's dead now. What do you want from us?
I bring this up because it kind of runs into the one problem the MCU is still pretty guilty for, and that's death is meaningless. Before Infinity War came out, or no, even after Infinity War, this still kind of is the case. We know Black Panther and Spider-Man are coming back. They made enough money for everyone's college tuition 5 times over. Almost everyone that has died in the past has come back. Coulson, Nick Fury, Loki again. They haven't brought Quicksilver back to life, so you're probably thinking, Gubz, what the heck are you talking about? They're doing the exact opposite of what you just said.
I want that.
Yeah. See, for the death to be meaningful, it had to have changed someone or something. Whether that be a gradual or drastically sudden change, it really doesn't matter. This way, we're shown that his character actually had some weight and depth. It showed that he actually contributed to everything else from a storytelling perspective. But what Marvel has done, or has been doing, with the whole Quicksilver sacrificing himself at the end spiel, is showing us that everyone and everything has not changed. Wanda already switched to becoming a hero before he died. Sokovia was still gonna blow up whether he lived or not, and his sister still would have sided with Cap. So, nothing has changed. His sister literally forgot about him in the next movie. I think Hawkeye felt more for him than she did. Because in Civil War, he said,
You know, I wouldn't have called if I had any other choice.
Hey man, you're doing me a favor.
Besides, I already did.
I think that was a reference to Quicksilver giving his life for Hawkeye and saving him. And that he owes the debt to Wanda because that's her brother. But then again, it could just be him feeling indirectly responsible for what happened in the beginning where Wanda, well, you know. I'm not saying that the Scarlet Witch should be moping around and feeling all sad and emo an entire movie, and I'm not saying that he should be brought back either. What I'm saying is that she should have had a turning point sometime after, where she's all like, he wasn't the last of my family, you guys are. Or maybe something even more subtle. Like when she was about to kill Vision in Infinity War, she could have just gone, no, I've lost so much already, I can't lose you too. There's an infinite amount of ways they could have done this. There's so much they could have done to add anything of value to Quicksilver or what happened to him. But no, she just acts like she never had a brother.
Spirits lifted.
Apparently, there's rumors that Aaron Taylor Johnson has been sighted filming some scenes in the 4th Avengers movie. This might be just some time-traveling stuff the Avengers are doing, or maybe he wasn't even there and it was all just a lie. Either way, as of right now, this still makes what happened to him in Age of Ultron feel the same. It feels empty. There's no impact on any of the Avengers as characters that came from this scene. Without even his sister acknowledging his death, the one who supposedly grew up with him all alone after their parents passed away at a very young age, it sort of cuts off all the weight this one scene had. Does it seem like Marvel's trying really hard to make him seem irrelevant? Yes. Marvel's been doing a great job with their films, and I'm not here just for the sole purpose of nitpicking. Think of this more as a, hey Marvel, you're doing a good job, but here's what you could do better, kind of a thing. At this point in the game, people think just because you don't bring someone back from the dead in a movie, then the death actually means something. But that's just wrong. For it to not be meaningless, then it has to be meaningful. Yeah, he saved Hawkeye, but that was more like a plot point than an actual character-defining moment. Just because he said,
"You didn't see that coming?"
and says it again in a different context doesn't mean he grew as a character. Having the middle name of a newborn baby, who we're probably never gonna see again, named after Quicksilver's first name, doesn't add anything to his character. Simply ignoring the character's death doesn't add any new substance to this. But making you feel his presence despite him not being present on screen would have added to his character. We never see anyone learn something from this. No one showed that they really cared about him. And why should we if they don't? His sister did for 2 seconds, and then she got over it. It's not too late to fix this. Show that somebody took something out of this. It doesn't have to be too on the nose. You don't have to say Quicksilver this or Quicksilver that. At least try referencing his death subtly and how that changed someone's view on being an Avenger. Or how someone is slowly but surely getting rehabilitated and is in the middle of finding happiness once again. They're probably gonna do this in the next Avengers film, since a lot of the characters withered away in Infinity War. A lot of the ones that are still alive are probably going to show how the deaths emotionally impacted them. But it's kinda sad to say that he's not gonna be one of those that are missed. Wakanda's gonna miss Black Panther, Tony'll miss Spidey, Rocket's got the Guardians, and Cap's got the rest of the Avengers. Quicksilver will go down in the MCU as the one and only forgotten Avenger. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. How do you feel about how Marvel dealt with the whole Quicksilver character? What do you think they could have done differently? Comment below and let me know. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, consider following me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And for more of my videos, just click right here.